Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Full disclosure, it's Sunday at the Wisman house. Today I'm bringing you a very special and in-demand tip. I am going to attempt to show you how to freshen up those gentlemen's hair that you have living in your house that are currently unrecognizable. So I am not going to teach you how to do a full haircut. The idea of that sounds exhausting for me, and I know it would be exhausting for you. It's not easy to do a men's haircut. That was one of the hardest things that I learned in beauty school. So I'm gonna keep it easy. I am just going to teach you all how to clean up the back. And probably around the ears is pretty rough too, so I'll give you a couple pointers on that too. The supplies that I will be using today are clippers, and I have guards 1 through 8. A 1 means 1/8 of an inch, and 8 means 8/8 or 1 inch. So guards come with that. You can get these at your local Walmart. You can get them online. If anybody has trouble finding them, let me know. I can locate some for you. I also have a trimmer. You can use the clippers as a trimmer, but these trimmers, they get a lot closer to the skin. A comb is also helpful, and I am going to try to teach you today not using scissors because I don't want anybody using their kitchen scissors. The final 2 supplies is going to be a cocktail and a very willing husband. All right, you guys ready? One more thing, I apologize for the quality of this video. You are going to have to turn your phone different ways while you do this because I can't personally figure out which way to hold the camera. It's a one-man show over here. What can I say? So hang in there with me. Thanks. Enjoy. As you can see, I haven't cut his hair for a while. When I get off work, I don't like working, so he pays the price. So we've got a lot of hair around our ears and through the back. So like I said, I'm not teaching how to give a full haircut. I'm just gonna teach you how to clean this part up, and we're gonna work on this part too, just so you look nice in video conferences and for one another. So we start off with, we've got these guards here. It goes from the shortest to the longest. These are actually in the wrong order. So always start long. If you don't know what you're doing, start long. So you can always take hair off, you can't put it back on. So I'm actually gonna start with an inch guard. So I'm putting on the 1 inch, and when you go in, you want to go in from the bottom and you want to rock out. So you're making a C shape towards you, because if you go straight up, you're going to go too far. So if you start by just rocking out, that's going to get rid of all of this yucky stuff that's hanging at the bottom. I'm going up and I'm rocking out. Going in and I'm rocking out. In and rocking out. So you can see the pattern that I'm taking. Okay, so let's comb this down and see how that looks. Okay, so for not doing anything else, this actually looks pretty good. All I would then do is go, and I can see kind of where his hairline is, and I'm going to use my trimmer and trim into that. So I have my trimmer. The clippers without a guard will work just fine, but I like using the trimmer because they do get a little bit closer. So now I am just going to go in and I'm going to trim off right where his hairline is. Okay, so you can see that line. and then you are just going to continue. Make sure you're standing on both 2 feet so you're level, and then make sure their legs aren't crossed so that they're level. So, like I said, make sure they're level and you're standing on your 2 feet level, and don't move this way and this way with your body. Move your full body. I'm sorry you're staring at my butt right now. I just looked at myself. This is incredibly awkward. You're gonna move along with them. So I'm moving my whole body around them. So instead of standing here and bending, if you move, you're more likely to cut a clean line. Okay, so is it perfect? No. Is it an actual like haircut that you would get at the salon? No. But does the back of his head no longer look like a hockey player? Yes. I know you're bummed. Okay. So that's a great way to do the back. Now the sides are going to be a little bit more complicated. So if you want to hang out with me and keep going, you can. Otherwise you can just end the video here, and there you go. You're welcome. But now we're going to move on to the sides. I am going to use that 1 inch again. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna rock through the side, but when I do it, I'm gonna do it around up to the top of the ear, and then I'm gonna start over here again and rock around, okay? Can you guys see all those gray hairs I gave him? You're welcome. Okay, so here we go. We have our 8 guard, it's 1 inch. And I'm rocking out, start to curve, rocking out, 1 more for good measure, and then we'll start on this side. Okay, so as you can see, that turned out pretty good. We just kind of trimmed it up as nice and long still. We didn't cut any crazy holes in his head, but we do still have these, and this is the part where it gets a little harder. I want you to take your clippers and put the 1 guard on them. So even if you have an oopsie, you still have a little bit of a buffer. So we're going to put the 1 guard on, and with this 1 guard, you're going to just trace around their ear this way and then up this way. Okay, here we go. Let's start. And I'm gonna go up this way. Okay. Again, is this a perfect haircut you're gonna get in a salon? No, absolutely not. That's why you guys pay me. But it looks so much better. So here's the back, and here's a clean side. So yeah, you're going to repeat that on the other side and then just stop there. I am not going to suggest that you attempt to cut the top of his head, the front of his head. Please don't do that thing where you comb the hair down and then cut it straight across. He's gonna look like Lloyd Christmas and in worse shape than he was before. So just keep it simple, and this is just to get you through. Nobody looks great, but at least this takes care of the annoying parts that stick out and curl out. Move down 1 guard at a time. So start with the 8. If the 8 you don't think does the job, move down to the 7. And then just keep going. Like I said, you can take hair off, you can't put it back on. So I will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. This pun was probably as relatable as it gets. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend outside. I know we have. I'll see you next week.